Good evening, SpeedGaming, and welcome to Swiss Week 6 match of the Zelda 1 Randomizer tournament. This week, we have Mocco and ChronoJJ in a very special 3-2, 2-3 pair up, pair down. Mocco is guaranteed to make the tournament after this round. ChronoJJ needs this win to also make it. Very interesting. Anyhow, joining me on commentary tonight is Spirit Magic Helmet. Welcome.
Hey, thanks for the welcome. Welcome to you too. I'm looking forward to this race and commentating with you.
Yeah, same. I'm also looking forward to this race. It should be very interesting. I think these two runners are both very good.
They're well matched.
Yeah. They both have lots of recorded races. I was looking at the statistics before this race started, and they've actually they've raced head-to-head once, and I believe Mocco won it. But we'll see. You know, that's a small sample size, right?
Yeah. So for anyone, I see we already have a good amount of people in the chat room. For anyone that's watching this and is not familiar with the randomizer race, we have a flag up for this. For the randomized Triforces, where it's randomized between 5 and 8 Triforces to get into level 9. You don't necessarily need all 8, and the runners don't know how many they need. So they'll only find out by going into level 9 and seeing the old man there will tell them if they don't have enough Triforces and how many are required.
Yeah. Very, very interesting flag. New for this tournament. I'm a big fan of it. Yeah. Oh, I got a kind of nice start screen.
The Lost Woods, not too far away from Armos.
Yeah. Route divergence already. Mocco wants the closest open cave.
Small secret of 19. That's the biggest one you can get, right?
20 actually. It can go up 50%. But yeah.
Really?
Yeah, small secret the size of a big secret. We'll take it. Ooh, level 2. Chrono's digging it. I like this. It can go either way, you know. Some players will not dig a single room without a weapon. Other players will try to go a little bit. Let's see what Mocco did. Mocco's also going in. 2 is actually a fairly nice dungeon to do with no B button and no A button, because both of your items can be free on the floor.
Not in this case, unfortunately.
Not in this case, no. But the dungeon was also... Yeah. But the dungeon was also kind and kicked both runners out fairly early. Didn't let them get in over their heads.
Now, for someone not familiar with the randomizer, you're going to start noticing that everybody is saying my lips are sealed. That is because they do not have the book. The book has a special use in this seed and these flags of being a translator for all the people in Hyrule, especially the old men in the hint shops. So if they don't get the book, then they will never be able to get hints, and that adds a lot of relevance to the book, which is probably detrimental otherwise. And we find the silver arrows on the raft spot, so the ladder is required for this seed. Interesting.
Yeah, ladder often ends up required, but good to know it's definitely required early. I think both players saw it. Chrono did see it right before Mocco, so it's good that both players have that information. Usually the coast item never goes skipped. You always peek at it at some point.
2 Armos spots eliminated, so they've got to kind of go far away from start now to check the other ones.
Yeah. This Lost Hills one screen north here. And then, way over by the grave in Death Armos.
I always enjoy a good no BA Death Armos run.
That's right. Yeah.
Call me a troll, but it's always, especially if there's.
It needs to be full of levers too. I would rather probably Dark Nuts or Wizrobes on the Death Armos screen than levers. Oh wow! The take on. Speaking of Death Armos, the game heard us talking and delivered.
Oh, very nice. The raft.
All right.
Well, we'll see if that's worth anything. It's worth picking up for now because it's this early in.
Yeah. I mean, this early is when you take it. So, the reason we're not more enthusiastic about the raft is because it blocks 2 overworld spots, and statistically, it's probably nothing. It's probably like a medium secret and a shop or something. But sometimes it's a dungeon.
with the transport stairs, they can sometimes lead to a raft spot, making it only unlock one spot.
Yeah, exactly. All right. These take any's, or any roads rather, look like they have decent coverage all over Hyrule. All right, yeah, that one takes us down to 1Q3. Oh yeah, okay, and back to the Armos. So yeah, that's pretty nice coverage actually. Get around pretty quick with those.
I noticed some Pole's voice in the overworld earlier. That's going to be really handy because they take a long time to kill without bow and arrows.
Yeah, that's a good enemy to see on the overworld because the way enemies are shuffled in this game, enemies can only be part of one enemy set at a time. And there'll be one for the overworld and generally 2 for dungeons. I think 3 for dungeons, but Pole's voice are capable of showing up in multiple dungeon sets, so you could see them in like 6 dungeons. But not if they're in the overworld, then they're guaranteed in 0 dungeons. Which, without the bow and arrows, they take like 10 sword hits. It's actually kind of nice HUD clip by Mocco.
And they hit hard too, so it's just very time-consuming and dangerous.
Of course, the downside of seeing those bunnies on the overworld is that, like I said, they hit hard, and if they do 2 hearts of damage when your max HP is 3, that makes finding the wood sword very treacherous. You know.
But they are fairly easy to avoid, unless you have to get close up to hit them with a sword.
Yeah, that's true. Unless they're guarding like the waterfall cave or something, you can generally get around them. So they've got that going for them. You're right. Makes them a much better overworld enemy than a dungeon. Yeah.
We won't be seeing blue Lionels either, so I'm curious what we do see in there.
Well, that means Gorillaz, Moblins, Wizrobes. Yeah.
And Dark Nuts, but I haven't seen any of those on the overworld, unless I missed it.
I forget how many enemies have to be in each set, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. But yeah.
I heard that P-hats in an earlier version of the randomizer were in the dungeons, and that it was just caused such a disaster they took them back out.
Yeah, you can only hit them when they land. So, they're stuck up in the air for so long, it just makes everything take forever. It was just not a lot of fun.
Especially if you're in like a BMOS room, I imagine.
Yeah, exactly, and they're just flying around invincible. Like this one Octorok is gatekeeping this cave so hard. Mocco gets in.
Employee of the month, Octorok.
Yeah, blocking that door repair too. Thanks, game. Oh no, that wasn't a door repair. So that was our hint. I don't think our players will come back to that with the book. No. Oh, good dodge by Mocco.
Pepsi and Coke are pretty close to the same price this time, so I think we're going to be seeing a lot of Coke buyers.
Yep. Ooh.
76 on the candle. I didn't catch the other prices. 103 for the meat.
Yeah. Candle is what made me say ooh, though. That's a very important.
They found a candle shop, yeah.
Yeah.
Mocco didn't, though, so he's the one that has enough money for it.
I've seen seeds where, like, the candle shop is the rare shop, and it's a bomb wall on Death Mountain. That can happen. It's not very fun. Mocco's got the candle, though. All right.
So Chrono will get his candle pretty soon. Oh, but Chrono does get the wood sword.
Or a sword. So where was that sword? Oh, okay. Oh, no, Mocco, go back, get your sword. I was going to say this.
Spot.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a nearby open cave, so Mocco probably going to check the candle for, efficient overworld routing. Oh, arrows. Okay, that's nice.
Arrows are 87. Yeah, and he found the shop. But there's a good chance if they get the ladder that they have the silver arrows before they need the arrows.
Yeah, that's true. I like to joke that half the time you find the silvers before you find the bow. But actually, it's kind of not a joke, because even with the bow guaranteed not in 9, about half the seeds you really do find the bow before the silvers. It's just how randomness works. And in this seed, with the ladder being required and part of the math, yeah, you'd probably have the silvers before you even get to fire those wood arrows anyway. Oh my goodness!
Ring. What a great white sword item.
That's a huge free item, yeah. So Chrono now taking his wood sword into level 2, may as well always be clearing dungeons.
He does have some bombs now as well.
Oh, this is cruel. Spike traps in a spike traps in a bracket moat room. There's really no way to get through that. Mocco about to get his wood sword.
Yeah.
Gonna be in good shape after this.
We'll be happy to see that.
Yeah, candle and wood sword at 8 minutes is really good. Yeah.
Chrono
All right,
gives
and
another
we're
shot.
through. Well done, Chrono. Only taking one hit there. Nope. Wow. So level 2 has a lot of bomb walls in it.
Mocco killing all
Okay,
the enemies on that screen before going up the raft spot so that they don't bop him right back over to the island.
Mocco knows.
Oh, and he
big,
gets
big
a large
secret
rewarded for the raft. It means the raft is worth something at least.
Yeah,
So
that's
our small secret's 19, our medium is vanilla at 30, and our large is 130 with a vanilla mugger cost of 20.
yeah, that's pretty good.
It's a pretty generous seed.
Yeah, that's a lot of money. I wonder what our players will use it on. I mean, Mocco's already purchased several bombs and a candle, obviously. So yeah.
Maybe a key.
Oh yeah, keys, absolutely.
Do you think they'll buy arrows, knowing that the silver's just sitting out there?
Only if they find an early bow, but I'm not either of these players. I mean, maybe still. There's always use them as ammunition and buy bomb upgrades. Bomb upgrades are super quality. Work great. Nothing else in the game works on the 8 blue wizard room that nobody wants to see. Only a bomb upgrade will solve that problem. Oh,
Fires rolled way up.
Oh, Chrono was like, I would like some bombs from this Vire, please. That may have even been a force, actually. A force or a global. And the Vire just split. Like, that's rude.
Do you know how the flags work? I know there's at least one bomb dropper in every dungeon. But if it's the Vires and they can't be one-shot, does that mean that he could potentially not have any other bomb droppers?
No, in that case, Fred will guarantee that some other bomb dropper is in the enemy set.
Okay.
But Fred doesn't guarantee that it... So here's that red gorilla. That red gorilla is level 2's bomb dropper. Okay. But it doesn't Fred doesn't bother to guarantee that it shows up in a lot of rooms, that it shows up more than once, that it shows up before your ladder block. So there could be basically no bomb droppers in a dungeon, just only on a technicality.
Mocco found a blue ring for sale at $242.
Right. Yeah, it's a pretty average price.
Might pick it up sometime.
Yeah.
Now that he knows where it is.
With all the money in this seed, yeah. I've seen good players who would normally skip it take it anyway, just because the power of face tanking is really
you know what?
fast.
We're really dumb. Either no one's going to take that when they can get the red ring.
Oh yeah, when the white sword, red ring. Absolutely. I already forgot. Okay, so this room was not our item. Well done by Chrono. 1 heart, 4 BMOS, gotta kill Wallmasters. Wallmasters and BMOS are a surprisingly sneaky combination. Because you have to be next to the wall for the Wallmasters to spawn. They don't spawn if you're in the middle of the room dodging the fireballs. And when you're up against the wall, the BMOS have a clear shot at you and you've got nowhere to dodge. So, yeah. Well done clearing that room. Wasn't rewarded for it.
Chat making an interesting point that technically the bomb dropper might not even roll into the dungeon, but just be in the set.
Yes, yeah.
So you get the potential for a bomb dropper, but you don't necessarily get a bomb dropper.
Yeah, especially in a small dungeon like 1 or 2. Yeah, absolutely. That enemy appear in 0 rooms. Yeah.
Look at that nightmare full of Vires.
Oh my goodness. And we know they split. That's the thing. This would be a great place to plant a bomb. Mocco finds level 3. Another fairly small level. This is good.
Did you see where that was?
I didn't. I was too busy watching this Vire madness.
That's okay.
You know, oh my goodness.
Western Death Mountain.
Western Death Mountain. So so Mocco's already diving Death Mountain. That's actually kind of crazy. But I mean, may as well. I mean, every overworld check is just as good.
I'm gonna name that ink blot for level 3 and say it's a piece of ginger root.
That's original. I like it. So then, what's level 2 for Chrono?
It looks like a man trying to ride a unicycle to me.
I was going to say a man riding a unicycle. Yes. That's good. All right.
Oh, another large secret from Mocco.
Looks like level 3 was ladder blocked. Ooh.
Chat incorrectly guessing that 3 is a horse. Just kidding, chat. Potion, I agree with that purchase. He'll need that.
Oh, yeah.
Online.
Yeah.
Hearts are...
Spend it now. Yeah.
The take any rooms are a little... Oh my god, the red bats from the buyers he rolled up too. I didn't notice that before.
Wow, the beefiest Vyers I've ever seen.
Mocco finding a hint shop in Death Mountain. That could come into play if we find the book.
I think only if we find the book nearby, though, because it's kind of far away to backtrack for. You'd have to be really desperate for the information in that shop. Oh my gosh, both hint shops. Oh, Patra. Patra gets Chrono. 3 Hearts Wood Sword is a rough way to fight a Patra. Oh, and by the way, that was in a BMOS room. Okay, yeah, Chrono doesn't want any more of that, too. If I need that Triforce, I'll come back for it. Unfortunately, the item was probably in one of those last 2 rooms. The Vire Hep of the Diagonal room, or the Desert Gurias one room beyond that. So at the very end of that 2, which was like a 10-room walk where Chrono died. So yeah, Chrono didn't get the item in 2, nor the Triforce, but basically knows where it is. Could probably pick it up quickly later. Probably still feels bad, though.
Simultaneous up and A's.
Man, imagine if the hook shot was in Zelda 1. I like that comment in chat from El Rocco. Now you got me thinking about it. Can I hack that in at all?
Maybe Fred can put it in and replace it with a large shield or something.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Chrono's close enough to the other rock spot that you could check it if you wanted, but he's going to go left instead and hit Monaco Rock.
Mm-hmm. Nope, he's going to go right instead.
Apparently.
Players making liars out of the commentators. Come on.
No, I guess he is headed for that raft spot. That's the only thing really over here.
Yeah. Oh, Mocco hits another big secret. Still doesn't leave any money on the ground, though, because Mocco bought that potion. Excellent money management by Mocco.
Yeah, but he's out of luck as far as big things go, so that's pretty much all the money he's going to get.
Although, with Candle, 2 bombs, and a potion purchased, and still having 228 rupees,
and no need to buy a blue ring.
Yeah, and no need to buy a blue ring. Probably no need to buy a arrow either, with that being on the coast.
He could maybe spend it on keys or bomb upgrades, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nothing in the other raft spot, so it gets you a good chunk of money, but that's it.
We found mags? We found mags. I saw that.
Oh yeah, the hook shot could replace one of the bananas instead, too.
Oh, I'd be down.
It'd even be somewhat of a similar item.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gotta move you to where you throw it.
Mm-hmm.
So Mocco now about to find out what's wrong with this level 2.
It'd be the greatest thing that happened to Randomizer since Boomsticks.
Yes. I bet you'd like to move faster through dungeons. Ooh, Mocco doesn't... Oh, yeah, so Mocco doesn't yet know that the Vyers don't die to a bomb.
No, and he didn't get to find out then either, so he's going to probably use another bomb to make it happen.
Yep, that's what I was afraid of. I'm like, it's going to hurt so bad.
It's going to be an explosion of build-up keys.
So Mocco is there. The reason Mocco's stabbing that old man is because that actually counts as a kill. You're going to have to take a hit here anyway, but Mocco was trying to build a count so that he could force off of this fire, which wasn't going to work anyway because it just splits. And then it rolls up, which is just mean.
And then we have a universe of bats going after him.
Yeah, right?
He's got 1 bomb left now. He's used 2 bombs on that experiment. He really wanted more.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Chat pointing out that the mags showed up. Chat, do you know who found the mags?
Mocco. I saw it.
Okay.
Yep.
Ooh,
it was
time to play the Patra in a BMOS room.
Yeah, this is where Chrono died and said, I don't want the Triforce this bad.
Oh, he's going to use a potion over this? That's really bold.
Wow. I mean, I can kind of see it.
He used the potion for 3 hearts.
And you could up a... This room could easily drop a small key or a big 5. Like, there's... Mocco doesn't know it's the Triforce. We know that because Chrono got a compass. Yeah, this is...
He's going to make it happen, though.
Yeah, that's amazing combat.
Very nice of
Wood
him.
Sword, 4 hearts. Granted, 1 potion, but in a BMOS room, my goodness. Champion
Way to
gear.
go.
No, it was nothing.
Gets nothing but the shutter door open, so that was kind of a big loss too.
Oh my goodness! Wow. Amazing show though. But you're right.
Yeah.
Big loss for the race, but man, what entertainment! That was one heck of a fight. Most players would have just up 8 out of that to save the resources. Wow. Oh, Chrono's going to show us what's at 1Q5. I don't think either player's been there yet.
Money.
Yeah. Money, money, money. Seems to be everywhere in this seed.
These fires, the choice whether or not to clear out a room full of buyers is going to have a big impact on the time use in this game. If we find a lot of rooms like that.
Yep. There's a big enemy that rolled up. Could be in multiple dungeons. We don't know yet. Yeah, I agree. Oh, here we go. The bomb dropper reappeared. And we get a global off this Korea now.
One can hope. There's the Triforce looking him in the face. He's got 1 bomb to try to get out of this. It works.
If he's lucky, there will be another bomb wall preventing him from going deeper in this too.
Why if he's lucky?
Well, okay, he could get extra lucky and find something amazing like a ladder that would give him silvers, but I was just thinking about how much time Chrono spent in here for nothing, but that's true. Oh, Chrono gets his candle. Spends the 2nd candle on the Wallmaster room. Do you remember when Chrono did this room damageless? And I said, that's impressive because of how hard it is to spawn the Wallmasters. Yeah. The Wallmasters are slow. You have to put yourself right up against the BMO. It's awesome. Mocco spending their 2nd potion there is very understandable. Little does Mocco know there's yet another room to be afraid of. Like, this too is actually ferocious. Especially on like wood sword, no hearts. Like,
keys are 77 in the cheap shop, 96 in the expensive.
Wow. Seed really wants you to have a good time, I guess. Yeah.
I hate this room for Mocco. I know we've already seen it, but I hate it for Mocco.
Yeah. Same. Good luck. Oh. Use the candle. Doesn't kill the bats. No. He's trying not to split too many of them. Never mind. You can't leave the room. The entire room will reset, and Mocco knows it.
That sounds awful.
Yeah. Every single enemy in this room will respawn because they didn't die. They split. Got it. Heart container.
That gets him one step closer to the red ring. He could get it now, or he could get it with 1 more heart container.
So this room should have our true item for level 2. It's possible there's another room we haven't seen, but I believe this will be it.
Yeah, this process of elimination at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Does a pretty good job fighting these guys.
Yeah, very good job.
And it's the wooden boomerang.
I had to look at banana. He takes it nice. Hey, that can save you taking damage. Like, you could stun these fires and then walk through them.
Yep.
Something that doesn't seem obvious to many players is in other Zelda games, if you stun an enemy with the boomerang and then you walk into it, you still take damage. But not in this game. If you stun an enemy in this game, you can walk through it for free. So that's pretty useful. It can also kill 0 HP enemies. Like, I think Mocco just killed that Keese with it. So
yep,
actually,
he did.
It's a bit of a ranged weapon sometimes too. So Mocco out of that too for good. Chrono does not know he left a boomerang behind. Will be interesting to see if he maybe digs 2 later. Because the short dungeon he's seen a lot of.
Did he not get the item because he didn't have enough bombs at that point? Because it was that bomb wall.
No, Chrono went into the boomerang room and died there. Actually died in the boomerang room.
Okay.
Chrono buying bait. Interesting. I like it. I like it.
Stay prepared, I suppose. I'd love to know the statistics for how often bait is actually needed in the seed, though.
Yeah,
I've seen the bait block like twice, maybe.
Yeah, it's pretty low. But I mean,
right
you know
up.
what? We have nothing else to spend our money on today, and we have a lot of money today. I guess. Meanwhile, speaking of, you spent money on that.
Nice.
There it is, red ring for Mocco. That's huge at 23 minutes. Mocco's gonna fly now. But I was gonna say, Mocco bought a wood arrow. We were debating if players would do that with Silvers being on the coast. But Mocco thinks he will find bow before ladder, and then find Pole's voice that need to die, I guess. Or
finding his mags.
Yeah. So now both players know where it is, just in case. Couldn't really be further away from picking it up in Chrono's case, but...
It's not far from start, though, so it could come into play later.
Yeah, that's true.
He finds a take any. That's nice. I think that might be the first take any tonight.
Might be. I think maybe Mocco found one. I'm not sure. Good dodging again by Mocco. Those Lionels on that tight screen there. You know, the Lionels do 1 heart if you touch them and 2 hearts if they shoot you. And
chat saying we found one other take any in South Kendall Row.
Okay, cool. So that's... Thank you, chat. Thank you. So that's 2 of them.
Specifically, Neo Name, who is our tracker as well, coming out with the great things.
Oh, Mocco finds level 1. Level 1's great. It's got 2 items. It's small. It's apparently full of Stalfos.
And he has the keys. And level 1 uses up a lot of keys, but he's got plenty of keys for that. Oh, troll clock there that he accidentally hit, too. So he's going to have to come in and out.
Yeah. I'm saying, unless that was the last enemy. Wait, was that the any key on the floor? That's kind of funny. I saw that for a second. I'm like... He's like, I don't even want the key anymore. Give me... Thanks. Okay, well, sure.
I just checked the restream when I saw that, too. So... 1 is not bad on keys, apparently.
No, yep. Level 1 is good on keys. And you needed 0 keys to pick that up, so that's unexpectedly nice.
Very generous one.
What else are we going to find in here? Ladder?
Seems not being much of a troll so far.
No, not at all. We gave you red ring and silvers are in plain sight. So that's
this one?
Pretty good. Who did roll this one?
I thought Jess was rolling a lot of these, and it doesn't seem like a Jess seed.
Ah!
It's a Mercs. Okay.
Yeah. I just scrolled up in the chat. Oh, Money Mercs rolled it.
Early Triforce in 1 for Mocco if he wants it. He's going to go look for the other item now.
I definitely would, yeah.
Even
Combat doesn't look bad.
Even with the red ring, I wouldn't say no to coming across a heart container right now, too.
Yeah. Could always use more. Well, not always use more, but when you have 5, yeah.
The dungeon enemy sets have been very kind so far, though. I haven't seen anything too dangerous.
Yeah, we know that the Lionels and the Wizrobes have to be in here, but we're not... Well, not in level 1 in particular, but in the dungeons somewhere.
Maybe they're saving them all up for 8 and 9. The book!
Okay, Mocco's taking the hint.
Money on.
Yep. So Mocco, we said earlier, did do the West Death Mountain bomb checks. Found both hint shops up there. You know, with 6 hints coming online all at once, that could actually be very significant. Because, you know, hints are more valuable early, because the way the hints work is Fred will give you a hint that basically says bow is in 4, ladder is in 3, that sort of a thing. But the other hints you can get are like step over the water to reach the power bracelet, that sort of a thing. And the earlier you get those hints, the more information they tell you. The later in the game you buy a hint. Oh, never mind, we found level 5 before we had a chance to go do anything else. But the later in the game you buy the hints, the more likely it's going to tell you something you already know, right?
Right.
Like,
But it's not that they're not that deep in yet.
not yet. So that makes the hints actually really, really good.
Oh, look
That's
at
a
that.
map of 5.
It's like an old Nintendo Zapper.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's somebody holding a gun. Yeah. Mocco going to pirouette that. Yeah. I'm like that bomb wall or that wall looks like it should bomb open. Oh.
I could also see level 5 being
Hero.
the Starship Enterprise.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's got that plate on the front. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Even that fin. Yeah, actually, yeah. Side view. Mm-hmm.
Manhandla threatens on Death Mountain.
That's another thing too. Is not only are there 6 paid hints telling you about the item logic, every dungeon will tell you where one other dungeon is. So, now, did Mocco see 3? Yes, and it was ladder blocked. So Mocco actually already knew that one. But otherwise, Mocco would know that 3 was on East Death Mountain. But 3 is on West Death Mountain. Mocco already knew it. Of course, very often you'll see level 5 is in the Dead Woods. And I'm like, but I'm in level 5. Thanks, game.
A mugger.
Ooh.
What will he do? He doesn't have the any key.
Yeah, chooses not to pay.
Why is
4 keys is expensive.
Why is Mocco burning and blowing up the recorder? That's not a bad thing to find.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's pretty early.
It was on his way to the Triforce too.
Yeah, like that was. I was about to say that's a great find.
That's peak spite when you use a bomb on it too.
Yeah, really.
Oh, look at this! He's gonna have to work for this Triforce. With the red ring, he shouldn't have too much trouble though. There's no beam to add on.
Yeah. So boss
okay.
shuffle is apparently on, and Pactra's rolled everywhere.
He burned it because it's the vanilla spot. It's the vanilla level for it to appear in.
That's his thing? Okay.
Because it's not randomized. Alright, he's got the Triforce. He's 3 Triforces in right now, and Chrono hasn't gotten one yet.
Yeah. A lot of hard situations for Chrono, you know. Chrono going deep in 2 and then dying. Chrono going, I believe, into 6 and just hitting Wizrobes in a shoot. And then I don't think Chrono has seen 3 yet.
Mocco gets a take and he picks up an upgrade for his blue potion.
Yeah, I can see it.
You saw him moving around like he was debating it, though. It's an interesting choice, not necessarily a bad one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the debate was actually, do I save it and pick it up later, you know? Because the location of that take any, you could have maybe came back later, or after doing more overworld exploration and you're at the end of the seed and you're like, oh my god, I need all 8 Triforces and Power Bracelet is blocking my final dungeon. Chrono gets his red ring. Love to see it.
That'll help him with any of those death blocks he's had.
Power Bracelet required 6. The blue Wizrobes in a vertical shoot.
When you only have 5 hearts, a red ring is gigantic.
Yeah, quadruples your health.
But it quadruples your health at a time when you really need any health you can get.
Yeah, it's huge. And it's funny, people say it quadruples your health all the time. Something I realized myself as a runner who was greatly helped by the red ring, which means I'm bad. But it quadruples your health regeneration too, if you think about it. Because, not only does a red Wizrobe beam do 1 heart instead of 4, a small heart drop on the ground now heals a red Wizrobe beam. So if it quadrupled your health, right, then fairies and hearts just wouldn't heal you as much. But now, like, a single heart drop trades with a Ganon hug. And that's not true without the red rings. That's
big.
That's a segmented 4. Great.
I don't know what it is, though.
I don't know. I keep trying to turn it into some company logo, like, H and what letter is that? Like somebody's initials or something.
Start a company and make it the logo.
Yes, but what letter is that in the top right?
I don't know. There's got to be something in some foreign alphabet that would work.
Yeah, help. Yeah, right. Help, chat.
Ship arriving too late to save a drowning witch.
You know, yeah. There's never any wrong answers with the ink blots. Chrono also taking the bombs. Chrono probably also thinking, why was I given all this money if not to spend it?
Both sides making good use of their resources. Both of them have kept up pretty well with bombs after a little bit of struggle in the beginning. Chrono doing great with keys even though he doesn't have the any key. Both of them have plenty of money. They haven't left any on the floor from the big secrets. So that shows a lot of experience there, being able to manage everything that well.
Yeah. And both players are pretty even on overworld exploration, even though they've done completely different stuff.
Mocco's found a lot more, unless my marking is wrong that I've been keeping track of. Mocco's found 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But Chrono's found 1, 2, and 6. So he's a little behind on overworld exploration.
Oh, he is? Okay. I thought he had done about the same, but just hadn't found as many dungeons. I guess probably due to not having been in Death Mountain. Not yet, anyway. Chrono also buying the wood arrow. Both players buying the wood arrow. Interesting.
I might have saved my money for like a surprise bomb upgrade.
Yeah. I think I might have too. Like I said, or especially with Pole's voice on the overworld, I don't need wooden arrows in dungeons as much, so I would wait to make sure I got the bow first before buying the wood arrow. Because again, like the odds are 50-50. Do you find the stepladder or the bow first? You know, so like you probably get silvers before you even have a chance to use that wood arrow.
Chrono gets his map in 4.
Good. Both players have the map in 4 now. But yeah, I mean, I can't fault it because again, this seed is just throwing money at these players. I guess you may as well spend it. What else are you gonna do with it? I mean, not buy it just in case you need it later. And again, I think that's why Mocco bought that bait. The bait is usually just bait because the bait blocks in the seed can roll non-north exits, so you just enter from one side and leave from another side. But again, like if you have money and nothing else to spend it on, heart container in 4, so we're looking for a stair item?
Yep.
Okay.
There's a stair, but is it the one to the segment? I didn't notice.
Oh, that is a connector. Yeah, I saw Mocco take it earlier.
Okay.
So Mocco taking that staircase, I mean,
Mocco
probably still wants to dig this 4, but Triforce is going to require a lengthy double dip. There may have been some sort of a shutter door I'm missing that would make this be the faster route.
The enemy set, I mean, I know they have the red ring, but the enemy set is still slow with the wood sword.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of frustrating mixed runes where they have to fight a little bit of everything, and there's a bubble flying around to take them out too.
Yeah.
So I could see how you might not be thrilled with getting through that. Mocco,
yeah, there could have been a lot of slow combat blocking that Triforce that Mocco didn't want to do again. Oh, this should be our item. Never mind, it was here all along. No wonder Mocco wanted to get it. Oh,
it's the Coast Heart!
Oh, that's nice.
He picks it up anyway.
I mean, yeah. Yeah.
And now he's 4 Triforces ahead of Chrono.
That's insane. Yeah.
Chrono's got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's those dungeons where Chrono left empty-handed, Mocco got the stuff, you know?
I think I might be a cursed commentator in the fact that every stream that I've done, they haven't found 9 until like the very end.
Every stream, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, I've done some commentary where 9 was first, but yep. Mocco, leaving the red potion behind. Interesting. I mean, Makes sense. Mocco almost left the previous red potion behind.
He already has a red potion.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is Mocco found a take any and took nothing.
Oh, well.
Yeah, didn't even take the heart container.
I guess he's not going for mags.
Right. Probably not going for mags, and wants to keep the possibility later that, maybe level 9 spawns near here, or I'm passing by later for some other reason, and you just use it to refill your potion.
Yeah. That might not be too bad of an idea.
Level 7. See if Mocco doesn't even dig it. Now this is interesting because if you have to come back later, it's a bit of a walk. Death Mountain's not close to anything. And we haven't seen 9 yet, so I can see why Mocco would not want to dig 7. Because say it's a 5 Triforce seed, right? Then you don't want the Triforce in 7. No. Oh, never mind. Here's 9. This will tell us. But that step ladder. Not to mention the bow.
6 units.
6 units. Interesting. Okay. It's a fascinating. Wow. Mocco up A-ing, saving. Out of that level 7. So the bow and step ladder both cannot be in 9. So that tells us that they have to be in 1 through 8, and that given the things Mocco's already found, level 7's not that improbable. I'm surprised. I mean, I know nobody wants to take 7. I know it's a meme, but I don't know. I mean,
7 gets its moments of glory, though.
Yeah, I mean, the odds of something being in 7 look pretty good right now. It has to be 3, 6, or 7, or 8. 2 items in 8. I mean, yeah. But we'll see. Mocco's 3-2 and already qualified for the brackets for a reason. Mocco seems to be routing this force the game to tell me I have to do it.
Alright, Chrono finds the news about the Coast Heart. He's going to pick it up because he might eventually get mags. He's 1 card away from being in mags territory, if I'm correct.
That's correct. Yeah. Next heart will give Chrono a 20% chance. I think Mocco's going to check that other raft spot. Something else, too, is how many dungeons have we not seen? 8?
Just 8.
Just 8? What overworld spots have they not combined to check yet?
A lot of the whistle spots, I think.
Yeah.
And power bracelet spots.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is we don't know where the power bracelet is. And the power bracelet also has to be in not 9. So I'm thinking about it. I don't know. I mean, if the power bracelet ends up required for 8, it could happen, and then, 8 has our bow or step ladder. So, I don't know. There's stuff that can happen. Now that's interesting. So, out of Mocco's 4 take any's, Mocco took, I think, a heart, a potion, when he already had a blue one, nothing, but then a heart. So that tells me that Mocco's 3rd take any is somewhere where Mocco thinks he might come back to refill his potion. And the 4th one, no, so I may as well take the heart.
I would have laughed if he gave up a heart to the Mugger just then.
That would have been funny. I mean, with the any key, it would have been pure spite,
I want to go back to something chat said when we were talking about how many spots were left. That there's 16 spots we haven't seen between both runners, and 7 are currently accessible. That's from Neo, our tracker.
Thank you, Neo. So that's interesting. The pool is dwindling. Right, I assume that the accessible ones are, like you were saying, mostly. Nice double clip by Mocco there. I should have took notes on how to do that. Saves a little time versus walking around.
In the little bit of Zelda I've played, that clip is the only real glitch I did. I have screen scrolled once, or twice technically, but the clip I got fairly good at.
Oh yeah, so the block clip I'm familiar with, but what Mocco did there was actually a double block clip where Mocco had to do a reverse block clip in a 1 block space just to be on the right pixel to do a regular block clip 1 block below.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that you have to do like a reverse and then a forwards in a 1 block space to pass horizontally through a block. It lets you pass horizontally through a turnstile room, for example. Interesting trick. That one I don't know how to do. Chrono finds the book in one. Now, actually, you know what though? Chrono has not gone to Death Mountain yet, and will find both hint shops. So somehow does not have 255 rupees, but probably will buy stuff. And we're this late into the seed, and even the commentators don't know what's going on yet. With 2 required items still not found at the 43-minute mark.
Well, the ladder isn't definitely required.
Oh, silvers though.
That's one. Oh yeah, and the bow. Well,
and the bow, yeah.
You know where the silvers are.
Right, yeah, but the bow and the ladder, we don't know where they are. Right, so I'm trying to figure out.
Oh, you're right. The ladder is required to get the silvers. So
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. There's 2 required items when neither commentator knows where they are. So like, I don't know. Maybe time to ask the hint shop. Yeah. Man, red Wizrobes rolled up? What didn't roll up in this seed?
I think the blue Koreas rolled up too when Chrono was fighting that room. Just infested with them.
Gosh. Mocco's like a potion. Please. I don't want to come back here.
I have to say, I do admire a runner willing to use their potions. A lot of them save them. They become too nice to use, and they save them for the whole seed and never end up using them.
Yep.
It was clutch when he used it against that Patra to get out of there without dying. I'm not sure why he wanted so badly to get out of there without dying or obeying, but he made it happen.
Yeah.
Mocco going ahead and picking up this heart, so if he's really lucky, he could get mags. It's the only reason he'd be picking up that heart right now.
So, unfortunately, that means that our level 6 item is going to be a floor drop. Which, as a runner, you don't really want to see because staircases are pretty telegraphed. When you're looking for a staircase, you generally know what you want to see and if a room can be a staircase or not. Floor drops have more possibilities. Not every room is a floor drop, especially not in 6. But, like, you're gonna make me do even more combat game? Combat's slow, even when you're good at it.
There's a lot of tedious enemies in these rooms to kill, and a lot of dodging around like Beamos and dodging bubbles in this too. That's
that shoot room that Chrono hit and turned around. So Chrono has already been in this 6, but was here much earlier. Was here without the red ring. And Chrono hit that shoot room, walked through it, had like very few hearts, made it through, got to explore a little bit of the 6. But ultimately didn't get anywhere, or get anything.
Nice kill on the manhandler.
So it looks like this might actually be our floor drop. But Mocco doesn't want to believe it. Mocco's going to full clear this 6 before doing that 8 Wizrobe vertical shoot room, because 8 Wizrobes in a vertical shoot is gross.
Have we seen Darknuts?
Oh, nice clock. Not yet. I don't think we've seen a single Darknut room.
I haven't seen any leg legs either, but that's not as important, except they're really slow to kill.
Yeah.
Mocco finding the Triforce. That's handy to know.
Mocco's going to take it. So Mocco's going to take it. So that means Mocco is thinking not 6, or I'll wait for the game to tell me by hint or by something else. Yep, not 6. Meanwhile, Chrono suddenly has 3 Triforces. Picked up a Triforce at almost the same time out of 5. Still in this. As I said, with 2 important items outstanding, I don't know who's winning yet. I mean, Mocco's definitely got more work done.
But their items are just about perfectly even. I mean, the only item that Mocco has that Chrono doesn't is the boomerang.
Yep. Although more important than that boomerang is the information of the boomerang, because Chrono might decide later, you know what? I need that bow in 2. I tried to get that bow in 2 10 minutes into the race. I died because it was, wood, sword, green tunic, 3 hearts. I'm going to go get my bow in 2. Bow is not in 2. It's the C, not the D. But Mocco at this point has to be thinking, okay, I know I need a bow. I know I need a ladder. Where could they possibly be? 3, 6, 7, 8. And that's it. It looks like Mocco wants 8 first. Was the item in 5 ladder blocked, I wonder? Or did we... No, the item 5 was the ladder, or recorder, so...
Yeah.
3, 6.
Other than the silvers, I haven't seen any ladder blocks so far.
Yeah, no, me either. I think you're right. I think there's none. Yeah. Yeah, question in chat. Yeah, Chrono did burn the wrong tree, but he went back and fixed it. Oh yeah, Sarah, you're pointing out in chat the obvious. Mocco has the flute. Mocco can just flute back to 6 and get the item if it's important. Flute is a big time save, though. Mocco is going into 7. Alright, so do you remember 10 minutes ago when I said important items not in 9? You sure you don't want to even peek into that 7?
It's strange though, because he knows where 3 is and he hasn't gotten the item from there.
Yeah, I agree. Well, you know what? Even if this is ladder or bow, maybe you just go to 3 next. Because this can only be half the answer.
Wow. 3rd room Triforce. He doesn't pick it up for now, but he will have no trouble getting that.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's the bait block.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything. Yeah. And that's why the bait is useless in most of these tournament flags, because Fred guarantees there will be exactly 1 bait block between the 9 dungeons combined. Fred doesn't guarantee that it is actually blocking anything. But, that's part of the fun. It makes it more exciting when that bait block does actually mean something. So rather than going looking for stairs, we are looking for the floor drop right away. Bold choice. It would be really exciting if Chrono found something important in this 3.
Exciting, except I don't see how Mocco doesn't go into 3 to dig out the item.
Oh, multiple people in chat, including our tracker, Neo No Name, are saying 3 is ladder blocked.
Okay. Neo would know way better than I would.
Yep. It's our job to talk. It's Neo's job to pay attention. So, thank goodness we have trackers. Thank you, Neo No Name. All right. So, what is Chrono going to find on... Wow. All the global bomb drops when you don't need it. I mean, I would bomb that space twice, too. All right, buy those hints. Let's do this. 5 has the recorder. Dang it. Okay, well, hang on.
Can you afford both of the other ones? I don't think you can.
No, just a couple rupees short.
Oh.
Oh, that's good. Oh, no, he... Yeah, no, too. Dang
Yeah,
it.
he learned nothing.
Now, these Tektites could give a little extra money to buy one of the other hints. Or we can just find these cheaper hints here. 3 has the power bracelet.
Yep, that could be valuable. We haven't found 8, and if 8's required, then we know where to look for it.
Exact change. A feat of strength. Oh my goodness! So that's huge. We've found every dungeon except 8, and a feat of strength will lead to the magic boomerang. So the magic boomerang
is an 8.
Is an 8. And you need the power bracelet out of 3 to get it. which is
So
supposedly
everybody's gonna
ladder
go
block.
crazy getting that magic boomerang. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. You know, if 8 Triforces were required for this seed, that would be quite something. But it's not. Only this level 7. Poor Mocco is full clearing this 7. I guess, you know, that happens.
Oh, Chrono got that. Maybe we'll buy some more
Oh!
hints.
Go buy all the rest of the hints. Excellent. I thought it was funny that Chrono was a little bit low on cash. I'm like, I thought this seed had money everywhere. Mocco taking the connector. Just got to lead to another part of the E. Yep. One has the book.
Stuff he knows.
All right. Still, the hint for 3 and 8 was worth. I mean, good to know.
And the last one here says, Goma has the red
Oh!
I guess it at least tells you don't need to dig.
6.
What's that? 6.
Yeah, Goma is 6. So, that's actually huge for Chrono, because Chrono got information on 3 and 6. 2 dungeons Chrono has not seen. So does that mean our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, Mocco's going to find something good in this 7. It has to be ladder or bow. It's ladder. It just happened in the middle of my sentence. So that means bow is an 8. Bow and Magic Boomerang are an 8, which means 9 is
and
wand.
Wand are 9.
Yeah. And White Sword. Yeah. Yep.
Betty.
Well, that solved itself really quickly. Wow, between Chrono and Mocco, I don't know if they realize this, but at 54 minutes, they just told us where every single item is.
Mocco coming out of level 7 with full bombs from the Dongos and a Triforce. He's got enough to go into 9. He knows that he doesn't need to go into 9 yet, because he's got to get the bow.
So this is interesting now. So with that bow being an 8, Mocco doesn't know the power bracelet in 3 is required. Man, that's just craziness. This could take our runners a while to solve. Chrono is killing this Pactra. I don't know why. Probably thinks it's a floor drop.
Didn't Mocco kill that Pactra too and use the potion to get out of that shutter room?
Yeah. He sure did. Chrono, I've got bad news. The drops are in the top left corner under the V where you died before. And you're not going to like it. Although, I think then Chrono will fully know where every item in the game is. Because Chrono is only missing the information about 2. So Chrono will know that the answers are 7 and 8. And then we'll have the extra knowledge that the power bracelet in 3 is required for 8, which... Oh, Mocco's buying the hints!
That's nice.
Mocco's buying the hints.
He's got plenty of money to buy them.
I really didn't think Mocco was going to come back and do it, but good for Mocco. This is going to pay off huge. Yeah, now Mocco knows it with just those 2 hints. Probably will buy the rest anyway, just in case somebody explicitly says bow is an 8, but they won't. Oh no, you needed the hint for 6 there. Mocco needed that to narrow it down between 6 and 8. So actually, that one hint shop told Mocco everything he needed to know. Yeah. 3, 8, and 6. So, now what are we gonna do? We're gonna go get that thing out of 3. Right. Yeah, I think Mocco has the answer. Oh yeah, here's that ladder block in 3. Really early in 3. Can't go anywhere.
Not to beat a dead horse, but Chrono's even farther behind now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, after buying those hints, it looked real good for a minute, but then Mocco also bought the hints.
He's 3 whole Triforces behind.
Yeah. Chrono's gonna have to...
And if I'm correct, he hasn't found 3, 7, or 8, or 9.
No.
So he's got exploration.
Hasn't found 9? Yeah, I'm not sure. I think you're right. Has definitely not found 3, 7, or 8. I mean, nobody's found 8. 3 and 7 should be on Death Mountain. 7 is on East Death Mountain. 3 is on West.
Chad asking why Mocco's digging for the power bracelet. It's because 8 is power bracelet blocked, and we know that the bow is an 8.
Mm-hmm. Fred has a flag called Important Items in 9, and the bow counts as important because it solves Goma blocks. So we have that flag turned off, so the bow cannot be in 9. And Mocco, between digging 1, 2, 4, 5, and 7, and getting hints for 3 and 6, knows that the only other place the bow can be is 8. And then Mocco got a hint saying the magic boomerang is an 8, but 8 has 2 items in it. And because of this, we know that the power bracelet blocked bow has to be an 8. So that's why Mocco was suddenly very interested in the power bracelet and is now checking power bracelet spots.
I know this is a small gain if it's true, but I'd like to see Chrono try for that magic sword. It'd be nice to have anything that would speed him up a little.
Yeah, definitely. Chrono gets the boomerang out of 2.
Goes ahead and picks it up. So kind of an odd choice this far along.
Yeah, may as well. I mean, kind of why forced by it, just...
No, he went up and got it.
Went up and got it? Alright.
Yeah.
Guess he figures may as well. Some runners will skip it late because it messes up, your select swap. Hitting the select button.
They end up accidentally using a potion or something.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So where is this level 8?
Mocco doing the world wrap to get the silvers.
Nice.
So he's got that now. He's going to find actually... Oh, what is this? Oh, he's wrapping to the left. I've rarely seen that done.
Yeah, that's an interesting wrap.
I always forget that you can't...
Oh, he's checking mags! Nope.
Yeah.
20% chance denied.
I thought it was a 10%.
But I mean, it's 20% per heart container because the range is 10 to 14. So gotcha. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 5 possible values. Each one's a 20% chance.
Look at you and your math.
I know, right? Fifths.
Somebody went to 5th grade.
Yeah, that's right. I even got a sticker to prove it.
Nice. You still have the sticker?
Somewhere.
Extra nice.
So yeah, Mocco found level 8 under a power bracelet spot, as promised by the combination of hints. Straight into a shoot room. Thanks, game. Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
Oh, wow. He got the map right away. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's a large 8, right?
That is a large 8. And it's also very, very linear. Very spiderwebby. Man, this could be a long dig. Although, I guess it doesn't really matter if it's a long dig or not, because Chrono's going to have to do it too. Yeah. It's not really going to give an advantage to either player.
There's a dark nut.
We found the dark nuts.
And likes. And Zulls, too. I think those are the first Zulls we saw.
Yeah, yeah.
This might be the first time we've seen this monster set, honestly.
Yeah, maybe it's in 8 and 9. Yeah. That's all it is.
You like to see those robes in 9, though.
We do. Preferably 8 of them.
In a shutter door with a Demos.
Yes, exactly.
With them.
That would have been nice.
Yeah. We knew it was in there somewhere.
But you know what? That magic boomerang did its job, because thanks to that magic boomerang, we knew where 8 was, and we know the bow is here. And if it weren't for that magic boomerang, we wouldn't know those things. So it still did its job today. Some would say it did more of its job than we would ever ask for it. If you're a fan of the regular boomerang,
Having to kill orange dark nuts for bombs is going to be pretty tedious.
Yeah.
You got to do it with an 8 this large. You got to do it.
Yep. Might be looking for a. I was gonna say, might be looking for a floor drop in the top right corner, just in case the bow rolled into the floor drop spot. 50-50 chance now of that happening. Funny,
Yeah,
you kill the red dark nut, get bombs for it. Oh no. Do we need a connector to get out of this? Yeah, I guess we do. I guess this 8 is actually segmented. Surprise.
Cute.
Alright. Where are we going? We're going into another linear section. Oh, good.
Now, a large 8 like this, does that indicate that 9 is going to be large or small?
Small, actually. So Fred orders the dungeons from smallest to largest. So 7, 8, 9. 7 will be the smallest, 9 will be the largest. However, what's interesting about this 8 is not only is it large, but you see all those holes, right?
Yeah.
9 cannot be like quadruple segmented. In fact, 9 can only have a single segment, and even then that's very rare. So 9 basically has to be a big continuous block of cheese. And if you look at that 8, there's not much room in that 8 for 9 to fit. Because, 9 can't just fill in the holes. So 9 is probably taking up the left side of that 8. If the 8 is to the right of 9. So basically, what I'm trying to say is 9 should actually be not much bigger than this 8. And we need to see the map of 7 to get an idea of what 9 looks like. So that's a very unusual 8.
Gotcha.
That's it. Yeah, Fred counts rooms. So this is the other thing too, is that's an unusual amount of internal enclosed holes for a Fred shape. So this 8 actually counts as smaller than the area it occupies. Again, very unusual, but that's what makes the randomizer fun, Sometimes you get an unexpected shape like this and the consequences of what it means later. Now, me personally, as a runner, when I'm trying to run around 8 and there's bubbles and dark nuts and zols and likes, I'm not doing the math on 7, 8, 9 like I'm doing now as a commentator. I can't do that. I don't think our runners are probably thinking about it too much either, but when you are a commentator and you have extra time to think about it because you're not busy fighting a lagging Manhandla, that was a sick bomb by Mocco, my goodness. Do it again! He did it
So,
again!
a couple things I noticed while you were talking. Mocco opted to use his Pepsi. So, which I don't disagree with, but he doesn't have it for 9 anymore.
No.
And he passed up a heart container.
Yep.
So, he's probably not thinking about trying for mags again, because it wasn't that much of a walk to pick it up.
Yeah, you're right. I did see that. How he left it on the spiral stair. I'm like, is he coming back for it? Maybe? No. Mocco did leave. Mocco does have the letter. Both runners got the letter, I think, like 2 minutes into the seed. I think. And Mocco also left a take any with a potion behind. Again, probably with the intent of using it as a refill if couldn't find a potion shop closer to 9. Chrono gets the info on 9. So
Also not insignificant.
Mocco could have another potion.
Also not insignificant is that by finding the Harkin piece, we know that the bow is done in the staircase right now.
Oh, that's a good point. Yep. That's good news. Look at this 8. This 8 is beyond rude. You don't want to be looking for a floor drop in this. Mocco is apparently looking for... trying to open the shutter door is what Mocco is trying to do.
Doesn't have a potion. I bet he wishes he does right now.
Yeah, man.
He won't have to clear out as many rooms. Yeah, he's just going to get his hearts back. He won't have to clear out many rooms full clear anymore since he's eliminated the staircase item.
Although in this case, just got to open the shutter door just to make progress. There's still that.
I didn't mean the staircase item. I meant the floor item.
Yeah.
I mix up words a lot, especially when it's after 11:30.
Yeah.
I'm old.
Oh man, getting old's rough.
It is. They didn't tell me. They told me, but I didn't believe it.
Yeah, I didn't want to believe it.
I thought old started when you were like 75.
That's right. I keep that mentality. No, that's not wrong though. That's not wrong. Keep that mentality forever. Yes, yes.
You keep that mentality, you're gonna hurt yourself. I'm
I
still
can
young.
still lift boxes. Oh,
Yes.
Chrono, please don't take that Triforce and run. All the dungeons you've dug, you do want to dig 7 today. Chrono, actually, Chrono knows. I'm sorry, Chrono's got the hints. Yeah.
You got a heart refill for that. That's handy.
Yeah, actually, because you're going to have to go deep in 7 to get the ladder. It is in the tip of the E, under column E.
7 isn't linear, but it's not a perfect open world either.
No, yeah, you got to kind of walk around in a, pattern. Now, if I remember correctly, this room was the Triforce, and Chrono already has it. Oh, just wants to refill on bombs, okay. Mocco trying to set up a future force, I guess. Spent 3 bombs on it.
Yeah, it's risky with all the enemy sets we're dealing with here. He's gonna have to kill them without getting hurt.
I mean, a bubble can reset it.
Yeah, he's gonna have to use a bomb to kill that Zelda.
At which point you've broken it. Or if you can stab a red one.
With the wood sword, with all this going on, it's gonna be a challenge.
Nope,
he doesn't make it. So he wasted 3 bombs to try to get 4.
Rough.
It's a dog's life. We know it's rough.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm here all week, guys.
Man, that stepladder would be real useful in 7. I guess that's why they put it in 7. You have to bomb around that ladder block to get the ladder.
Mocco gets his bomb force. That was handy.
There it is.
Beamos and Lake Lakes with a wood sword. Not my favorite. He must be glad doesn't have to clear that room.
No, but seriously, where's the bow? What's going on in this 8?
It's obviously going to be the last room he tries. I don't know why you think it's anything else.
I mean, gotta be.
Oh, Zelda's summer home.
That's really inconvenient in the middle of a block of 9 rooms like that. So that tells me, actually, is there a segment now of... Because if I remember correctly, Zelda's room had 1 room north of it, right, directly under the hyphen. So that means that somewhere there has to be a connector that takes you there. That's just a useless connector. So that's rude. But then also that means that none of the other rooms around Zelda's rooms connect to each other either. Because, you can't go horizontally through Zelda's room, of course. So that's great. Very rude place to put that room.
Yeah, this 8's making up for the lack of trolliness in the rest of the game.
Yeah, right? And this has got to be the bow, right? Or is this the connector that takes us below the hyphen?
It's going to be a double segmented 8. That's all there is to it.
I mean, look.
There's the bow.
Good, it's the bow. We're out of here. 6 Triforces, Mocco's in go mode. Woo!
Mocco's he's going to be going into 9, and Chrono's still got a lot of work to get there.
Yeah,
Especially
gotta get that power
8.
bracelet in 3. Yeah. That said, Chrono is 2 rooms away from the stepladder, and then once the stepladder can get the power bracelet out of 3, and 3 is not that far from 7. Like you're right, it's not that bad, but at this point, I think it's pretty bad because Mocco only has to do 9, and of course, once Chrono does all this other stuff, Chrono will have to do 9 too. So
really smart of Mocco to buy that Coke
potion. Yeah. 1 room to the right. Now this should be the ladder over here. Yeah, this room I believe had it. If not this room, then the room above it. Let's get ready on the level 9 entry time for Mocco.
What an easy
1 room
spot
above.
for 9.
This is definitely the ladder room, right? I'm not wrong twice. Twice. I'm sure I've been wrong more than twice today.
You've never been wrong. Let's face it.
Thanks.
Oh, lucky bomb drop for Mocco.
We'll take a global.
I guess he was trying for that, but chances were low.
112.54. I think Mocco entered.
I always forget to write that down. Good call.
So, do you want to tell us, Spear, about what we're looking for in level 9 here?
Sure, we're looking for two things. We're looking for a roar, and we're looking for a door. The roar is Ganon's roar, which is unique from other monster roars. If you can tell the difference, I can't. I also can't hear the roar from my commentator side because I have sound off. But that'll help you hone in on where Ganon is and find the location. The door is the door to Zelda, which can do two things. It either will not open, it's a shutter door that will not open when the room is cleared, or will open automatically whether there's enemies in the room or not after Ganon is killed. So, other nice to find things would be the compass in the map, compass telling you where Zelda is. And there will be 3 old man hints in this one. I know that because we've seen 2 muggers already. And
Yep.
The old man hints will tell you where the silvers are, not useful. Where the an idea of the quadrant where the princess is, or the idea of the quadrant where the old where Ganon is.
Yes.
So they're hoping to see that. They both got the books, so they both have that opportunity to get those hints, which can really turn around the time you spend in 9. What they don't want to find is an item, because nobody needs the wand or the white sword anymore. I guess they could pick up the white sword.
Yeah.
But you're probably hoping to progress the game more than you're hoping for a white sword, especially if you're Mocco with 2 potions right now.
Yeah, exactly. Mocco just wants to close this out. Might even be looking at race chat, being like, is my opponent done yet? Is my opponent done yet?
Chat also pointing out that an old man can also tell you which enemy defends the compass. I'd forgotten about that one.
Yes, yeah.
Thanks, Nelson.
Actually, chat, I've been meaning to ask this, but I never remember. If you get a hint that says, for example, Vyres guard the compass, will that be a room that is only Vyres, or will it be Vyres and could it be Vyres and something else? I actually don't know the answer to that. Probably somebody in chat who knows the game well enough to answer that. Can be mixed. Okay, so the hint is really saying at least Vyres guard the compass. Or, yeah, okay. Good to know, good to know.
Chrono finally getting the power bracelet. He must feel very behind at this point.
Probably does, yeah. I mean, the good news for Chrono, I guess, is that I think Chrono may have done that 3 faster than Mocco. Bad news, not doing the whole seed faster than Mocco, which is the goal. But
when you're an hour 16
victories,
just picking up your 6 Triforce against a great racer like Mocco.
Yeah, it's rough. Yeah, Chrono definitely feels behind, but it happens. The seed did have some blocks, and maybe if you're Chrono, you gotta just keep your head in it. You gotta think, okay, maybe my opponent is getting trolled real hard in 9. Maybe my opponent mismarked something. Maybe my opponent also, wrong ordered the seed. I just gotta keep playing and keep the pressure on. Maybe I can still win it.
I mean, not for nothing, but he still has to get the silver arrows too. That's not very close to where he is.
Yeah, bit of a world wrap to do that.
That's
now, if I remember correctly,
level
8 was no, actually I forgot. I completely forgot.
I'm sure.
Neo Health. Oh, it was here? 8 was here. Oh, okay, great. So Chrono spent less time looking for this 8 than Mocco did.
That just took about 30 seconds.
Yeah. So now if we can maybe get the map out of this room and then somehow magically right order everything.
The thing is, too, Chrono's not playing badly. He's doing a great job.
Yeah, I agree. Just that Mocco is extremely good, yeah. Chrono would be winning against most other people right now. Like, what 117 for how twisty the combat was. Like, that level 2, for example, right? With the boomerang at the very end of the tip of level 2. The ladder block in 3, with the ladder deep in 7, and the bow deep in 8. There's really been no shallow dungeons. I mean, yeah, the combat's been kind of nice, except for this 9, and actually 8. 8 and 9 had all the hard combat this seed, but, stuff happens. Now, our runners did get the red ring. A free red ring this seed, as your white sword item near start. That is kind of nice. But kidnapped awaits in southeast of Skull.
So he gets one of the hints he needs. The book's existence has been justified.
Yep. I mean, especially with wand and 9, so its primary use is hints instead of combat.
Yep.
Although now it's getting used as combat.
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to use up his last silver arrows.
No. Well, he's still got 53 of them. But, hey.
The way some players go, that's not that much.
Yeah.
They'll just start shooting them and missing. And
yeah. And you done? And then you get to Ganon, you have 0. You're like, no!
Or like 1. Living on
oh my gosh.
You have 1 silver arrow. I too live dangerously. And here he goes with the arrows. See, he just shot one up the ladder.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, sometimes when you're a runner, there's 2 of us commentating on Mocco, and Mocco is in a different world than us. Mocco is in a different world that's full of keys and vires that rolled up, and dark nuts that also rolled up. Yeah. Mocco actually has to play this game. So sometimes you see a runner do something silly like that. I'm like, yeah, but it's because they're playing. I know what that feels like. I did something really silly in my last race.
Come on.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe
all that work.
I can't believe Mags didn't go to Chrono after that. That would have been, I mean, not enough, but it would have been good. Come on, game.
I would have felt so good for him. He would have had so much help in this Trolley 8.
Same, yeah.
Looks like he might be going for the silvers now.
Yep.
No, they both got him now. He's got that fetch quest out of the way.
It's good.
Saving a little time by whistling as he was picking it up. I think that saves time. It's fancy. Either way,
I'll say
fancy.
yes.
Either way, it's fancy.
Where are we going?
It's like wearing sunglasses at night. It doesn't do anything, but it's fancy.
But it's fancy. Fashion statement.
Yep.
You could have Rucoded. Oh, did we find Ganon? I think we found Ganon.
Yes, we
Yeah,
did.
we found Ganon.
It's going to be a long fight. He's got 2 hearts, so I would just use the potion right away if I was him.
Yeah, I would too.
I guess he's maybe wait down to 1 heart, but I don't know.
Yeah, Ganon can only do 1 heart.
See, that's why I would have used it.
Time.
Now he's got to walk all the way back.
Yeah. Now, unless you get stun locked, you're still safe. I didn't even have a chance to say it. So therefore, it's not a commentator's curse. I was about to say it, but chat, I didn't say it yet. That doesn't count.
Maybe commentators' curses work at the speed of thought, not at the speed of sound.
Yeah, at the speed of thought. Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Chrono picking up a potion too. That should be helpful.
Very thirsty players this seed.
Can you blame him?
No.
He just walked through the whole desert.
If just one of these bomb walls opened, you'd be able to cut out so much of this 8. But because some of these bomb walls are closed and you have to take the connectors, what makes this 8 so long?
Chat making a funny comment saying that Mocco's the one that got stun locked instead of Ganon this time.
Right? When was the last time Ganon got to do it?
Ganon must be so happy. It was me this time!
I've got bad news for Ganon. Don't make Mocco angry.
Bad news for Ganon, Zelda's immortal.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'll just respawn. Ganon never technically had a chance.
All right. Here's Ganon again. Now we have 3 hearts. Do we potion right away?
Put a good amount of work coming back to Ganon, so I hope he doesn't play too risky this time. There's a stun lock, though. That's handy. Chrono finding the blue boomerang. Absolutely not what he was hoping to get. He's going to have to keep digging A.
Yeah. So far, doing the same route as Mocco. I mean, this 8 was fairly linear. I don't think there's any 2 ways to dig this 8. By the way, Ganon's dead.
So Mocco knows that the princess is in the southeast, or southwest, was it, or southeast?
Southeast?
We'll go with that. He knows which quadrant she's in. He's got Ganon. He doesn't even have to clear rooms to check shutter doors.
Mm-hmm.
The race is his to lose. I mean, at this point, unless like the game crashes or something, I think
Oh, there's Zelda.
There it is.
He might have known actually because southeast. Yep.
You get your GG's out for Mocco. What a great race. Yep. What was the official race time?
Yeah, check that real quick. 1:23:58. GG's Mocco.
Way to go. Chrono's seen that heart container. I'm curious if he bothers to pick it up. He does. So he might give Mags another shot. Can't think of any other reason to pick it up right now.
Mocco.
So at that point, it's like Mags is, with 2 heart containers left to go, he has a 50-50 shot of that being enough. Picks up a key, even though he doesn't need it, gets bopped with a Beamos.
Hello, Mocco, welcome, and congrats on winning.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah, great job, Mocco.
Thank you. I caught the end of the race. I didn't know who this Mocco guy was, but
Listen.
I deserve it for dying to Ganon with the potion. I was hitting that B button. I just did not hit it quick enough.
Yeah. Chat was joking that you got stun locked by Ganon.
It was kind of. Well, I walked in and he was in the wall. Okay, and it's my least favorite room. And I'm like, I may as well just get the potion ready, which I did. I just did not click. I did not hit the B button quick enough. So, grindy seed. Just, trying to find that ladder. See that a lot, that the ladder causes a ton of pain. And in this case, Fluoridamin 7 had most of 7 cleared, actually. It was one of the last rooms. I think it could have been
it was the last room, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just about, yeah.
Well, there was a room I couldn't access, but I knew it couldn't be. Well, I didn't know. I assumed the ladder was in there, but I also didn't know what the item was in 6, and we didn't know what was in 8. We hadn't found 8. We didn't get the hints. I mean, those hints were great. 3 very helpful hints. They were just so far away. It was like, the other side of the planet to get up there. There was no easy way to work those in. So, I was glad I did check before going into 3. That way I knew for sure that 8 was not only PB blocked, but also required for the bow. It didn't tell you where the bow was, but it told me the... based on process of elimination, that the red candle was in 6. So check that box. We knew PB was in 3. So it had to be an 8. So, it worked. But yeah, it would have been nice to have gotten those hints earlier. I would have maybe changed a little bit of what I did. But it is what it is. So I like those seeds, to be honest. They throw a lot at you. I cleared all but one overworld spot. Ladder required, PB required. I don't know that the recorder was actually required. I don't recall killing any dig doggers, but it was nice to get across the overworld.
I don't recall seeing any dig doggers.
There was definitely one in level 9, I believe, once you get through one of the transports. Because I thought about killing it because I had a feeling the map maybe was underneath it.
Oh, okay.
I tend to see that a lot in these flags, that you take a transport, you get dropped off into like a dig dogger room, and he's hiding the map. But yeah, at that point there wasn't much left of 9. I was kind of convinced, I had all 4 quadrants fairly well covered. I was pretty certain that was Zelda because of the double shutter door that I had seen. But yeah, it was just a bit grindy. I've said this before. Anytime I get to like the 4th and 5th transport in level 9, I start sweating a little bit. And I got to the 4th transport, and it's like, oh, come on, where is it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
The enemy sets picked up a little bit in 8 and 9 too. I think they were the only ones that used that enemy set with Dark Nuts.
yeah, I kind of had a feeling they were going to be showing up at some point, and yeah, got them.
The layouts were much more unfortunate. You got packed with tough enemies a lot more often in 8 and 9 than you did in the earlier levels.
Yeah, and looks like JJ, I don't know if they tried mags or not. They
tried it once, but they've gotten a hard container since.
Okay. Oh, they did.
12.
He tried it at 12, and it didn't.
Yep.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, it's sad.
Yeah, when I
We
saw
were wondering if
who
that was
the enemies
the
were,
fact that you gave up a hard container for a potion.
well, and I
tried it,
skipped
and
the
we were like, I
heart.
wonder if
And you skipped another heart, yeah.
I skipped another heart, and so I was kind of half pregnant on that. Like, do I want to go for mags? Do I not want to go for mags? And I realized I can't really do that. I got to make up my mind, and yeah, just at that point, I'm like, well, if I get to 10, or if I have at least 10, and I'm in the vicinity, we'll give it a pull. But I wasn't going to go out of my way for it at that point. I was actually kind of hoping to find the white sword in 9. That would have been nicer to stack and have poverty mags with wand and white sword stacked. But
yeah.
Yeah.
It turns out you made the right choice, though. There was not picking up those 2 heart containers wouldn't have gotten you anything.
No.
And actually, how many potions did you drink this seed, right? Very thirsty.
I might have said
very liberal.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The money was so rich, and I knew that I was likely going to have an early-ish red ring, so I wasn't too concerned with that Patra in level 2. But then, like, well, geez, I got
why did you use
red ring.
Why did you use it? That wasn't a drop room, and it was just a shutter door, but it was close to start.
It could have dropped. It could have dropped, and I was so close to start, I would have just reset if I... At that point, I'm like, I can reset and get the potion back. I'm 3 screens from start. Yeah. But then I just decided to keep digging it out anyway, and at that point, yeah, I knew I'd be heading over to get that ring shortly thereafter, which I did. And then I felt pretty good. So, and I figured, you know what? There's 8 potion shops on the overworld. I'll find one.
Yep. And you did. And another. Yep.
Yeah. I didn't mind. I mean, look, I say this a lot, even with the boomerang. Every item in this game can be a tool to some extent. And if you don't use them, you may only be limiting yourself. And in this case, I had more money than I could spend. I'm just gonna, red ring, face tank it a bit, and I'll be okay.
Potions. Yeah.
I mean, it worked. So, now granted, if it was a poverty seed, we wouldn't have been doing that. I would have been a little more careful. But yeah, there was a couple of screens and rooms. I was just face tanking it. I didn't care. So this 8, I feel bad. I mean, heck, I had
I was about to bring this up, actually.
in there. This 8 was, I don't know if you guys were able to tell. I know from when I'm doing comms, I really struggle to understand the dungeon layouts. But my gosh, this 8, there is no way to get right. Okay, so JJ did go down, but you had to go around to get there. You could not come down that first E column to get to it.
Correct. Yeah, the wall does. Yeah, so this 8 is very waffle shaped, right? And a lot of these segments in between the holes don't bomb. And you're right. It makes this level 8 actually very linear.
Extremely. Yeah. And then I got all the way around to the dash and 8 column, and I thought I was completely bomb blocked. So I'm like, I'll just up A and deal with that Dark Knot room, and then that was a no-go. You could only progress 3 more rooms and nothing. Like, you gotta be kidding.
Knocked him into the Triforce.
Oh.
At least he gets a health refill.
Health refill and sent back to start. Chrono has been in the northeast corner with the bow.
Okay.
Has been up near the bow, but didn't find it. Also, how about this 8? So the one part of this 8, right, where it looks like things might be connected, that top right corner with
Yeah.
the 9 rooms in a square, okay? Isn't that where Zelda's room is? So none of it's actually connected.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah.
Zelda's room was 3 rooms down in the dash column.
Yep. So actually, none of these doors connect. It's all linear. Yeah, it may as well
and
be
he's
2
gonna
QE.
find out. Yeah, if he's clearing this room now, he hasn't gotten that news yet that I did. When you kind of you go to the right here, you can go up and left, and you can't go any further.
What's he doing?
Buying a potion? Doing something? Chrono knows, by the way. So Chrono actually bought the hints like 2 minutes before you did.
Okay.
And I said, oh, this is huge. This is how Chrono's going to catch up. Because Chrono now knows red candle is in 6. He knows not to dig 6. Power bracelet in 3. Level 8 is power bracelet blocked. And then you do the math. Oh, that means Bo is in power bracelet blocked 8.
Oh, he's going for mags.
Oh my goodness. It's a maximum mags
Can't get a
game.
break.
What the heck?
Oh my goodness.
I need that right now. I really need those mags right now. Please.
He wasn't going for a potion. He was going for mags.
No.
And he's sitting there for a long time thinking. I hope he's not thinking about forfeiting. Oh, he did.
Yeah.
That's a bummer.
Beyond half an hour, it doesn't even affect your second tiebreaker anymore.
Yeah,
And
that's right.
it might
I
turn
think
into
he
that.
might have been half an hour behind by the time this is all done.
Yeah,
Wow, that stinks. So he would have gotten, if he got the mags, he probably would have kept going.
Yeah.
Well, that's tough. That was a tough seed. I'm not gonna lie. And seeing now that Mags was 14 and 9 had your wand and your white sword, like you were wood sword until 9.
Yeah.
And we can welcome Chrono into the chat. GG Chrono, good try. You played a great game.
Well, you don't need to lie to me.
I'm not lying.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
My 80% record is 55 minutes, so you played fantastic as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, Mocco must have kind of slayed that seed. It was a long one. I mean, I knew I'd have to play a clean game in order to match up with Mocco, but I don't even know if I would have played my best if I would have got a 123 on that. It
was very grindy. Yeah,
right,
it was very grindy. And chain reaction, right? You needed the ladder to get to the power bracelet in 3, to get to the bow in 8. And I saw where you were just about to go in 8. I did almost the same thing. I don't know if you had I don't think you had gotten past that first Dark Nut room. You went to go check for mags, but if you did get through it and go right, up, and left, it's another dead end. You literally were going to have to take that transport again and loop all the way around. And I didn't mark the bow room. I think the commentators know where it is. It was all the way over in the 8 column?
Yeah, top right corner.
Top right corner.
Northeast using level 9 hints.
Okay, when I got bumped in the Triforce, I knew it was... Of course it was going to be something very bad just happened. And then I figured, well, I'll check for the sword, and then when the sword didn't look, I'm like, well, I'll see if he's done. And then I saw he was done. I'm like, I probably got another at least 10 minutes into this, and there's kind of, at that point, what's the point, Because, I would have to go back in and find wherever the bow was and then just clean up 9.
Yeah, and Zelda's room was in the way over there as well. Every which way you tried to bomb in that 8, it wouldn't let you. It was a really scenic route to
it was
Combat in 9 was no slouch either. There's some tough rooms.
8 and 9 had the same enemy set.
No.
Yeah, and they were the only 2 of them in an enemy set. But not only that, but the randomization of the enemies, like, you'd get 8 hard enemies in a room as opposed to, like, the kind of mishmash you were getting into a lot of the other rooms, the lower levels.
And everything rolled up today Vires split.
Seemed like it.
Oh,
Yeah,
fires.
man.
Those Vires and the bats they released were rolled up too.
Yeah, the red bats
Yeah,
also
I know.
rolled up. That was great.
Yeah, that got me right at the beginning in level 2. It was
Not fun with the wood sword.
That was a minimalist seed. I mean, it was Mags at 14, White Sword and Wand at 9. So, like,
Yeah.
you were Wood Sword the entire game, unless by chance, you got 14 hearts. I think I finished with 10, but it was it's just tough when the game it forces you to play that way. And you stumble on Dark Nuts. Yeah, it's like, oh gosh.
Yeah, and the problem is I'm just not good enough with combat. I kind of need a combat upgrade in order to make a good time. Otherwise, it's just
by the time you get
slow.
By the time you get the wand, you already have the book, so it's shooting fire, so it's not that great against Dark Nuts anymore.
Yeah.
It's White Sword and Wand and 9.
Yep.
So, and then magical sword with however many hearts I didn't have.
It was max hearts for the mags.
Was it?
Yeah. The whole 14 out of 16 for mags today.
Oh man.
Crone, I was really rooting for you to get that mags.
I was rooting for me too. You have no idea.
I felt sad. I felt so sad that was like what broke you at the end. You're like, I didn't get mags.
Yeah, I was like, at this point,
Got
it's just,
forfeit.
whatever. Because I knew I'd have to go back and 8 and go through more Dark Nuts, and I'm like, it's just at this point, it's just a slog at this point, and he's already done. So unless people like to watch misery, but probably at that point, there's probably already enough misery that's been watched. So. Yeah, Mocco must have done well. I know he's a solid player, so I knew I'd have to be pretty clean, and certainly I wasn't. I wasn't doing that. Clean and luck, and I didn't really get either, but sometimes you got to make your own luck, and I didn't do that.
Yeah, it was a tough one. It really was.
Yeah. I think Mocco did full clear 2 first try. Yeah, Chrono, you went all the way to the tip of that level 2. So the heart container and the boomerang in 2 were in the very last 2 rooms, right? At the end of that long hallway. And you went there and died, 7 minutes into the seed. And I'm like, oh, that hurts to not get anything out of 2. And then Mocco comes in and just does it.
First try.
I'm like, oh.
To be fair, I drank 2 potions to get through that.
You did. You did, yeah. And my co-com Spear Magic Helmet said, hooray for players who actually use their potions instead of saving them for 9 or saving them until the credits and never using them because, right?
Yeah.
And Spear is right. I do that. I save my potions for, I can't use it. I only have 5 hearts, or I can't use it. It's just 1 Wizrobe left. No, use it. 100%.
I drank 4 potions.
Yes.
And with Red Ring. Not in 2. Two of the potions were before Red Ring. But to drink that much medicine with Red Ring is kind of an anomaly, and it just tells you how trolly, this seed was. It literally was. So
I needed to start with the White Sword or something.
Oh, that would be nice.
Huh? That's the handicap.
Just me.
Yeah.
Just me, not you.
Oh, hey, wait a minute.
That's the size of the handicap. 1 White Sword. Yeah, that would make the race a bit more even.
But,
that was a tough one. I'm betting, if there's 10, 12 people playing that race, average time's probably in that 130 range. It just really was. It was a grindy one. And it's funny because sometimes when they start going long like that, it's like, oh, well, we were key blocked, or we had a bunch of ladder. I think we only had 1 ladder block, which was 3.
Just 3.
Yeah, it's like, so the normal, usual suspects of slowing you down weren't. It's just the chain reaction that, took a while. And then when you got to the important dungeons, it was really bad combat. So,
you had to full clear that 7 and 8. The shortest path to the bow and ladder was probably at least 15 rooms in each of those dungeons.
Yeah, 7 was, the bow and 7 was one of the last rooms. Or not the bow, the ladder.
Yeah, ladder. So that's like having to do a whole nother overworld, just that 7 and 8, you know? So, I mean, yeah, not fun. Yeah.
Yeah, everything
Well,
was
very
deep,
fun,
and
actually. Yeah.
everything was deep, and those Vires were so tedious to kill early on. You didn't have the Pulse voices, thank the Lord, in the dungeons, but...
Yeah, I don't even know if I killed a single Bull's voice. I knew I probably wouldn't have been happy to see how much their health was.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to on the overworld. They're easy enough to dodge around.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey guys, thank you. It's a little late for me. Thanks for doing the comms, Spear and Magic Helmet, Catastrophe, Neo pushing all the buttons, and Chrono. I think we played last year in a tournament, so
yeah,
we're starting our new tournament rival here.
Yeah, well, it's not. In order to be a rivalry, you kind of have to be competitive. So far, you torched me twice. So
well,
I'm your whipping post.
It could go a lot of different ways. It can, but it's a little late for me, guys. Thank you so much for everything, and thanks to SpeedGaming 3 for getting us on the air. And we'll see you all again soon. And yeah, have a good night, everyone.
Thanks for putting on a great race, both of you. And nice to meet all three of you for the first time in voice.
Yeah, that pillow will probably feel extra soft for him tonight.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah, thanks for casting. Appreciate it, and and of course the tracker, whichever fine person that was.
Neo No Name.
Oh, that
you did
name.
a fantastic job.
Yeah, actually,
I bet they did. So I'll head out too, so you guys can go to bed or continue on with whatever it is. But yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the time, and have a good night.
Yeah, you too. Take care. That was a good race.
It was, yeah. Pleasure working with you, Spear. It's my first time meeting you, and yeah.
I like the chemistry.
Excellent commentary. Yeah. Oh yeah, be sure to follow our runners. Thank you, Neo No Name, doing the things we should be doing. We would be lost without you tonight. I think we said that as many times as Mocco maybe drank a potion.
I want to know the secret to tracking that well.
Yeah, really. How do you remember there's no ladder blocks? My goodness. Well, besides the 1 and 3. No, actually,
must be like 6
corner blocks
or something.
Yeah. I could really watch. I think that was our last race tonight. Is that correct?
It's pretty late.
Surely there's no more starting now, and I don't see... There's one other SpeedGaming channel playing Link to the
technically,
Past.
if you count it as today, there's plenty of races.
That's right. I'm in the Eastern time zone.
It's the 20th now.
There is lots happening on Thursday.
There is one coming up at 9:30 that looks like they're going to try to fill. I don't see any commentators marked or anything like that, but that's not too long away. That's 9 hours.
I will probably be sleeping.
I will be on my way to a job interview.
Good luck.
Thank you.
All right.
So let's wrap it up.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Had a great time, and hope I do commentary with you again, Spear.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Me too. Heartily. Take care. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for the chats. Bye.